Hey guys, Amy McQuaid here. I am a Plexus Worldwide Ambassador, and I'm also a full-time nurse. I've been asked to do a video about why nurses love Plexus. There are tons of nurses that take Plexus, that share Plexus, and so hopefully I can just give you a little bit of my background and the reason why I love Plexus. Have you seen that saying, we share it often in the Plexus world, and it says people eat junk food without batting an eye, but you ask them to try something all natural and healthy and all of a sudden they become researchers. Well, that was me. I do have a nursing license and have been a nurse for several years and have a lot of experience. But what a lot of people don't know about me is before I was a nurse, I was actually a biochemist and I did drug development for a pharmaceutical company. So I understand the products, I understand the ingredients in the products and actually what they do in our bodies. So I feel like that makes me a little bit unique in this field. So when I was first introduced to Plexus several years ago, I automatically thought it's one of those hooky things. I'd heard of other wellness companies and have not always heard good things. So I really kind of just dismissed it immediately. And it wasn't until about 8, 9, 10 months ago, a really good friend of mine who is also a nurse, she started Plexus and I trust her, and so she just kind of started sharing it with me. I started seeing her posts on Facebook, and honestly I probably never would have approached her, but she approached me and she said, hey, these products are great, I think you should try them out. Well, I was one of those, I will eat junk food, but you put Plexus in front of my face and I became a mad researcher. That's just what I do. I'm a science nerd. I love it. And I became a mad researcher. So I talked to my husband about it. I told you I'm a nurse. I worked in the post-recovery unit for several years, and you always see people come in for surgery, and more times than not, it's just putting Band-Aids on people. I know you've probably heard nurses talk about that, and other people in Plexus talk about that, just putting Band-Aids on things. And so that was something that I was already used to. I was already accustomed to that. It was, it's just the way the medical field is. So when I started researching Plexus, I got so excited because that's what we eliminate. We eliminate the problem and the Band-Aid. And so I looked at the probiotic. I realized the probiotic was totally legit. I mean, you can put good bacteria into your body all day long, but if you don't have the enzymes to break down the bad bacteria, you're basically just losing. You're wasting money. You're wasting, the time, and you're just not really progressing forward with your health. So I started with the probiotic, and then I kind of started looking into the Slim. I have several family members who are diabetic, and so I really started researching the Slim because I thought, this is important to me and my family. This is important for their health, and if this is something that can really help them, I need to let them know about it. So I've done so far about 9 pages of research on just different products, mostly the triplex, the vitamins, and the omega blend. And I have been incredibly impressed and surprised, not only just the quality of the products, that they're all natural, but if you research gut health, I mean, it's such an important thing that we need to be focusing on nowadays. I can tell you when I started the probiotic, I'd been on it for 5 days. I started with just the probiotic while I was doing my research on the other stuff. And I started with just the probiotic. Within 5 days, I was not craving sugar anymore, and I was a huge sugaraholic. And so that spoke volumes to me. I've dealt with sugar addiction all my life, and to finally, not not be a slave to sugar. I mean, it's just amazing. Within 2 weeks, my husband was completely off of his acid reflux medication. I also did a little trial study with my lab work. January 2016, I was having some serious medical issues and had lab work done. January 2017, after being on the products for, I believe it was 5 or 6 months, I went back and had lab work done, and it was amazing. So that really is just kind of, in a nutshell, I know this is getting to be a long video, but in a nutshell, why nurses love Plexus. They're all natural. They're amazing. You're treating the root of the cause, which is gut balance and gut health and blood sugar balance. You can research either one of those things and see the many health issues that come from not having those two things stabilized. So I hope this helped. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. I would love to share my lab work with you. I would love to share any research that I've done with you, and just any questions that you have. Bye.